Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. I want to talk about party lines, group chat, that is, people talking together in a group. And the reason why you don't want this to always be the default, consider that different people are different for a reason. Different, experiences, different aptitudes, different levels of humor and intelligence. It's true. Okay, we're not all the same person. We're supposed to be different. It would be kind of boring if we were all the exact same person. So when you have people together, it can be fun and informative. It's very useful to communicate quickly and efficiently. However, if you're trying to have a more meaningful conversation with any particular individual in the group, it makes a lot of sense to break off sometimes and speak in private, in confidence is what they say. Because, like I said, that person might have a sense of humor that appreciates certain things, or they might have experiences and memories that you share with them individually that, might be considered rude or misunderstood by other people. And this happens a lot. If you make a joke and other people in the room don't necessarily understand it, they might get the wrong idea. And it causes nothing but problems if you're trying to be personal with somebody and it's a public matter. It's not for the other people, and it's not even necessarily not for them. It's just that they don't have the experiences, the memories, and necessarily the wherewithal to appreciate it. So it's not always a bad. Privacy definitely serves a purpose. It's kind of a segue to a bigger subject. Privacy is very important for lots of things, and the core issue actually with privacy, to digress just for a minute, is ownership. Without privacy, you have no ownership. The things that are in your sphere categorically are private until somebody earns access to them. It is until you trust somebody enough to grant them access to them. Whether it's ideas or physical property or your body itself, these are all private matters. They're private by by God's law, basically, by God's right to you. You have a God-given right to protect your own privacy, and without it, you own nothing, including your body, including anything. That's why it's important. You keep your bank account number and access codes private for a reason, because they belong to you. That's not just for anybody, is it? Same idea. That's why privacy is important, if you're confused about it. But back to the subject of group communication, hive mind stuff. Without an ability to disconnect and interact with people on a personal basis, one-to-one, with no one else listening, there is a whole universe of possibilities that is just off limits. You can't elevate your interaction, your experiences with that person to a unique personal level. There was a song, one more digression. Back in the 90s, there was a song by the Spice Girls that went, "If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends." Maybe you remember it if you were alive back then when the dinosaurs were running around. If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. And it was a celebration of a turning point in social convention, I think, in a bigger sense. But there's a problem here. I'm not trying to date all your friends necessarily. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to just fail to differentiate from one woman to the next, because what turns me on, my kink, is her happiness, her unique individual success and health and happiness, and the things that we share between us and only us. I don't want to try to date all your extended people. I mean, not necessarily. Anyway, reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.